Hello, and welcome to the latest installment of the NYSPA Presidential Update. In this issue, we will talk a little bit about some of the legislative wins we've had, some activities of the DRN, as well as several divisions and task force their activities. But I wanted to start with a tribute towards several NYSPA members who passed away since we last spoke. In my last update, I mentioned that Gene Chin, the husband of Jean Lao Chin, passed away. Unfortunately, within 2 weeks of Gene's passing, Jean Lao Chin passed away of COVID. In addition, Dr. Kathy Doyle, who's the executive secretary of the licensure board, long-term NYSPA member, long-term licensure board member, passed away. There was an announcement about that in last week's update. In addition, we also got news that Phil Brumberg, which is a legend in the field of psychoanalysis, passed away. And last but not least, David Nevin, a longstanding NYSPA member and psychologist, passed away. It is heartbreaking to see so many losses among our community. It's not all of them were due to COVID, but nevertheless, it's important. We are going to be having an in memoriam page on the NYSPA website, and we're going to start it as of 2020 and go forward. Unfortunately, we can't go backwards because there's 100 years of history, and that would be very difficult to do. But because there's so many losses in such a short period of time, we thought it would be an honorable thing to recognize the members of our community who passed away this year, and we'll continue this going forward. In terms of legislative matters, I noticed that there was several discussions on the NYSPA listserv about what are we doing, how are we opening up our practice, are we going to continue telemental health, and in an email I mentioned that NYSPA has started the process of trying to extend telemental health services. Our first effort was in conjunction with Jared Skillings of the American Psychological Association. We wrote a letter, a joint letter to the governor's office to extend telemedicine or telepractice for a minimum of 12 more months. However, our lobbyists let us know that the Senate and Assembly would be coming back into session for some COVID-related matters, and there would be a bill being introduced also for telepractice. So we were pleased to write a memorandum of support for this bill, and I'm pleased to report that that bill has passed both the New York State Senate and Assembly and is waiting for the governor's signature. So that would allow for further telepractice, including audio-only services. There are several more details about that, but my understanding is Dr. John Northman is going to be putting a memo in this Friday Flash, which is likely below, to describe the parameters a little bit further. So, in addition, related to our elections, you probably have been seeing a flurry of emails. I don't know if you've seen it or if you've voted yet, but NYSPA's representative to the APA Council, that election is ongoing, and the voting period continues to June 12th. If you have not voted yet, please cast your ballot. If you didn't get a ballot, please email Garnett Code at the APA office for your ballot. So please vote. Vote, as they say, vote early and often. We also had a town hall which was fantastic last Sunday. Hopefully, you were able to see that. If not, a video recording is going to be made available for you as well. The Disaster Relief Network continues to really lead and shine during the COVID crisis. We have a phone line which is active. And the good news is we've already received several phone calls of people inquiring about our services. In addition, our third training module will be this Sunday. If you have not registered yet, please click the link below and register for the third module of the DRN's training series. This week's series will be a redo. Dr. Ani Kalajian, who we had technical difficulties 2 weeks ago that the video wasn't recording due to Zoom, agreed to give her time once again. So I ask you to lend your support. She's going to give a lesson on trauma and her expertise in that area. So if you haven't signed up for that, please sign up. I also want to put a spotlight on the school division. They recently had a fantastic program, so I want to thank Dr. Rosen and his committee, his executive committee, for putting this together. But I also wanted to give a plug for their next one, which will be June 4th. If you haven't registered, please do. The first one was excellent, and if the second one is half as good, it is also going to be excellent. So please sign up. Last but not least, I wanted to give you an update on the Presidential Task Force on Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. In March, I asked for this task force to commence because I noticed several disparities in terms of our members as well as in terms of the clients that we treat. This task force is chaired by Dr. Anu Raj and Dr. Alex Straightner. They recently met and put their mission statement together, which is very exciting. And if you want to join that task force, please contact either Anu or Alex. I'm sure they would be happy to have you on the task force. The goal is that the concepts of diversity, equity, and inclusion should permeate the whole association. While we have a division of culture, race, and ethnicity, which is fantastic, it shouldn't be that diversity matters are siloed just for one division. I've said for about a decade, diversity is the golden thread that goes through everything. And my hope is that this task force will provide recommendations to council on how we can be a more inclusive and equitable organization. With that being said, I wish you a wonderful weekend. Those who celebrate the holiday of Shavuos, happy Shavuos. And till next time, take care, everybody.